Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to understand this lead code problem number 1653. It's a minimum deletion to make string balance. So imagine this, you are in a coding interview and the interviewer gives you a simple looking string problem where only two strings we have given, A and B. Okay, so two characters you can say A and B we have given. Okay, so it is sounds like easy, but when they ask what is the minimum number of deletion required so that no B appears before an A, okay, suddenly your brain will freezes, right? So today we are breaking down this lead code problem number 1653 in very simple steps, so you will understand the intuition and a way you will never forget. So by end of this video you will understand the pattern behind how to solve this type of problem, right, and the greedy tricks that makes the O of 1 as a space complexity, and how confidently you can write the code in Java. Okay, so let's dive in and try to understand. Okay, the very first, let's understand, we have given a string that contains only A and B. Okay, so a string is considered balance if no B appears before an A. Okay, that means all A's must come first. Okay, and all B must come after, right? So if these two rules comes, right, rules 1 and rules 2 we can say, it means then only string will be balanced, right? Okay, means no B appears before an A, correct? So this is what we are going to understand simply. For example, let's talk about all B's must come before A. How? So for example, can I say that if I'll use all A, will take all A, right? It means it's valid. If I'll take all B, it's valid. If I'll take A, then B, it's also valid. What will be invalid? So these are called valid one. But when we talk about, let's suppose we have B, A, B, A, Baba. Okay, so these are not true. These are not valid. These are not balance, string balance. So what is our task is to, we have to delete the number of characters, right? We have to delete what? Number of characters to make the string balance, to make this string balance. But if we are going to delete the number of characters, right, we have to delete the minimum number of characters, to make the string balance. This is what we have to do, understand? So let's take an example. How we are going to do that is a different thing, so we should understand clearly. So let's take an example. If I'll say the string S contains is A B, like this, will take a random string. Okay, so let's try to visualize this, how to index it. Okay, so the index is, these are the characters, right? And if we talk about the indexing, let's call 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So these are the indices. What's the problem here, right? At index 2, if you see here, right, at index 2 we have B. What we have? We have this B, right? And at index 3, right, we have A. So that's illegal, it's not valid, right? So because we already saw a B, right? We already saw a single B, right? Now an A comes after, right? That's exactly what we must fix. But what do we delete? This is the this is where the real thinking begins. Okay, so every times we encountered an A, after seeing some B, we have a common conflict. This is the core insight that we have to understand. This is the core problem we have. We should understand how to, what is the conflict is here. Okay, so this is what we have conflict here. So we have two choices we have, right? The very first choice is option 1. Okay, so let's try to understand clearly what is option 1 we have. So either you delete this A, we can say, or option 2 is to delete all previous B. Can we say that? Either you will go with this one or this one. We have two choices. Correct, guys? Make sure that you're understanding, right? If you're not understanding the core problem, you will not understand the solution. So which one is cheaper? We need to understand one thing is that we have the choice, but which one is cheaper? Check the spelling. Okay, which one is cheaper? We always take the minimum. What we need? We always takes the minimum. Correct? This is what we want, and that's the greedy trick, and that is why it become what? Greedy trick, we can say that. I hope you're understanding, right? So let's try to understand this problem. Okay, so we maintain two variables. Like, let's suppose how we are going to counter this type of problem, because this is a greedy trick and we have to do some understanding through the pointers or variables, right? So let's try to understand. We maintain two variables. Let's call, if I'll take B count. Okay, B count is number of B seen so far. Okay, and we'll say deletions. Okay, so deletion is the minimum deletion, minimum deletions required. So this is what we have. Now start B count. It should be 0. So you start from here is nothing but 0. Means the B count is 0 and deletion is also 0. Now think in the very single step. We'll call this a step 1. A, if we receive what? If you see, the very first element is we have is give me 1 second. I have here, I can copy this one. Okay, let me put it here. Okay, you can see here. Okay, the very first that, okay, so very first we have is A, right? I'll show you. The very first element is A we have, right? So in the step A, we'll say what we have is A at index number 0. Means the B count is 0 and the deletion is 0. So we are not doing anything, right? So we'll say, okay, there is no problem, no problem. And so B count is 0 and deletions is also 0. Now think about step 2. Okay, so step 2 will go through the next character. Okay, So what we have the next character? Again we have A. So we'll say okay. Again we have A. Still fine, no problem. It remains the same that we have here. Okay. Now think that we'll go with the step 3 and we'll check. Now we are coming at index 2 is B. What we have here is B. So we'll say okay. Here we have is a B. So we need to count, right? We count it. So we'll say we count it. And we'll say B count is nothing but 1. We are not doing a deletion or anything, so deletion will remain same. Okay. Now step 4 will come. At this time we'll say A, right? Now a conflict we have. It means we say now we have conflict, right? According to the rule. We already saw, we already saw 1B, right? Correct? At step 3. So we have two choices. Two choices. What is the choices we talked about? Very first, delete this A. So the cost is deletion plus 1, right? And step 2 is delete all previous B, which cost is B count, correct? And so deletion is, we have to take the minimum and we'll take B count comma deletions plus 1. And this is what we will say we have to take mean. Let's suppose is this is 1, this is 1, so we got 1. And we'll keep continuing scanning. Okay guys, so eventually we will end with what? Deletions, right? Like this, and we'll get 2, right? We need like this because we will, if we'll keep moving ahead, right, we have the same thing we reached at the next point here, right? So we'll see that the same thing here. Okay. And so the, let's suppose the answer you got is 2. Okay. So why this greedy will work? Because if you notice something we have is a powerful, we never look ahead, we only need how many we have seen, right? How many we have seen, right? So the best solution so far this work because every prefix can independently decide, do I delete this A or all previous B? And the local optimal decision leads to the global optimal. And so if you see, the time complexity will take is O of n and space complexity is O of 1. I'll show you the code how to implement it. It's very simple. Very first, let's suppose how to implement it. Let's suppose we have a class solution we have given. This is what we have given. And the method we will write is public and its type is integer. Then we'll say minimum deletions. Let's suppose this is the function we have given. And we have to write string s as a argument that we have to take. So very first I told you we take int b count, right? So we take the b count which is equal to 0. Then we need to write int deletions, right? We say deletions. So we'll take deletions and which is equal to 0. Let me clean it again and I will write it. So this is called deletions. Okay. And this is nothing but 0. Now from the string, we need to get all the characters. So we know that we have to create a for loop, and to get all the character at a time, we'll say for each, and we'll say s dot to char array, right? To char array. Make sure that you know this function. So this is the inbuilt function of the string, where if you want to convert the string into the character array, you will need to use string dot to char array, and it will get converted. So each character you can get from the array one by one using the c. So c is a single variable. So if you will say, okay, c is equal to b, okay, so whenever you will find b, you know that what you need to do is we need to do b count, right? So we increase the b count. Then what we need to do, we go for the else condition, right guys? So in else condition, what will happen? We have to find the deletions, okay? And deletions, how will you find? You will say maths dot mean, and you will find b count or the deletions plus 1, okay? This is what we need to do, and this way we will find the deletions. Once this for loop is completed, you just need to return deletions, okay? And this is the function, this is the class. You will try this and you will find that this is a very simple program statement that we have seen, right? What we have done here, we know that this is a string we have, so we will take two variable b count and deletions, and we'll create a s dot to char array, and will convert into the character array, and we'll get character means what? Let's suppose we have a b a like this, we have a string, so you will convert into like this. So it will be a like this, it will get, and from each character you will get like this, one by one you will get here. So each character you will check the, if c is equal to b, you will say b count plus plus. Else what you will do, you will do deletions, and you will update deletions is equal to math dot mean b count deletion plus 1, and finally you will return the deletions. This is what we will do, and it's very easy, so you can use in the interview. And why we are explaining too much here, because it's very important to understand with respect to the interview. So we have used here prefix and suffix count. We can also use in other approaches, sorry, we can use in other approaches as a prefix and suffix count. You can also try, and if you want that approach, let me know in the comment section. We'll go through the another video if you want. And for now, the the time and space complexity wise, it will take, because if you see here, we are taking the for loop only, and we are taking only one pass, so you will take O of 1 as a time complexity, and there is no extra spaces we have took here, so it is a constant. So it will take O of 1 as a space complexity. That's what we have in this video, guys. If you are struggling with structure based learning, you can join my online classes, and for that you have to contact my WhatsApp number from the description. So please let me know in the comment section, and you can join my online classes. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.